ever since I clocked that, like, if I'm able to work hard when it comes to like school, what more when it's music? So I'm a workaholic. I'm in the Champions League. I'm in there. You don't have to tell me I'm in there. I'm in there. Where we're going?
Yeah.
We're going to the top.
Hey guys, welcome to a special edition of With Nyasha Michelle. I am coming to you wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, from sunny Joburg. And even though I came to South Africa, guys, I am still a Zim babe. Mwanawe through and through. I had to speak to one of Zimbabwe's finest, King 98’s.
What a beautiful intro. My mother was just round of firstly. I love that. I love one thing. Mwanawe.
Mwanawe,
That means
child
of the
soil.
Come on.
Soil, come on. Yeah. You know what? I love the fact that you were like, that means so that I can't assume that people know.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes that's a thing that I think as a proud Zimbabwean, I assume sometimes that everybody knows what I'm talking about. But of course they don't. But anyways, how are you?
No, I'm great.
Yeah.
Great here in Joburg, trying to work, operate. But yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, you look you're happy, but also
I look dapper.
You look dapper.
Yeah.
And you look happy. You're wearing the color of, pure joy. Yeah. What is the inspiration behind this fit?
This is Revelations, probably like 100% Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
Like label, so that's what I rock like every day. So this is Revelations.
Oh, I like.
Yeah.
So I didn't even realize this is a Zimbabwean brand.
It is everything that I do is 100% Zimbabwean. I advocate for the country.
I want to hear more about that because that's something I'm really passionate about. I do as well, but I love people who do that. But before we get into the why you are proudly Zim and why you proudly promote your country and the culture, etc., let's start with a question I love to ask all of my guests, which is, what defining moment put you on the path you are on today?
Defining moment?
Yes.
What defining moment?
Yes.
I'll say my defining moment, where everything started.
Yeah.
I'll say probably in high school, but the defining moment.
Yeah.
So Casper had Casper in University. Shout out to Casper.
Shout out to
he had
him.
a concert in Zimbabwe. I think it was 2017, 18. So initially, like, I actually met up with the Beatle. We had a conversation. And then while it was performing, I just jumped on stage.
Wait, hold on. You met up with who?
With Casper.
And then?
And then
You guys just had a chat and then you
jumped
on stage?
No, we had a chat.
Wow.
And then it was performing Tito Mboweni towards the end of the song. That's when I jumped on the stage.
Yeah.
So as soon as I went on stage, I was like, it's hype man.
Yeah.
So everyone in the crowd was like, who's this kid? What's he about? And my dad was there.
Oh.
So when he saw me on stage, he was like, the way you're jumping up and down, do you know how to make music? What I told him, like, I've been, writing my music. I had to keep it a secret from you.
What?
Ever since then, like, that's when, like, my life changed. So you just saw what we did.
I have so many questions about that. So you jumped on stage. Of course, it was clearly a natural thing, it seems like.
Yeah.
Your dad was surprised to see you.
On stage.
And he didn't know that you were doing music.
Only my mom knew.
Why did you keep it from dad?
Because dad is an African dad. I want you to go to school.
Yeah.
I want you to do your grades.
Yeah.
Because with music, I don't hear about your music.
Yeah. About that time that we don't want to hear.
Yeah. So that's I think the defining moment. But besides that, I've been making music since I was 13.
Yeah.
Started in high school, and ever since then, like, I just grew with it.
How old were you when this Casper Nyasha situation happened?
I think about 16, 17.
So of course, it was a defining moment for you. You're 16, 17. You love it. The crowd receives you as well. Your dad is like, all right, cool. Bet you go do that. What happened next?
What happened next was that I found myself in Joburg working on my album with the legendary Ali Keys, and that's what actually like happened. So when I say defining moment, that was a defining moment. So next couple of months, I was in Joburg and I worked on my debut album.
Wow.
Francesca.
Jeez. Yeah. And Francesca has got some hits and some collaborations I want to talk to you about a little bit later. But sometimes as well, I think people will be watching and thinking or listening, right? And they're like, wait, okay, how about the fact that he even got to the point of being in front of Casper and having the access to and ability to jump onto the stage? How did you get to there where you had that access?
So my dad, rest in peace, he was also a music promoter. top businessman, promoter. So initially he wanted to bring in Wizkid and Casper. So during the time, like, I was such a fan of SA hip hop. So I didn't see both Casper. When I see Casper, I told Casper, like, yo, I've been making music for these amount of years. Please help me out. So that was the plan. So literally I just came from school in Guntu, literally like took like 2-hour drive. I met up with Casper, and like I was literally like begging him, like, brother, please just if he can just do anything for me, just my dad, he's so straight. He's like, okay, cool, you're a cool kid. And they just ended up just jumping on stage. The time I went on stage, like, I was waiting, the energy was building. So I see myself like, this is my moment. He said, brother, you should go, let him go. All his friends took off my jacket and just pushed me.
That's it.
Like, the minutes changed my life.
Wow.
Changed my life.
Damn. So what was that feeling of, like, when you were on stage, what was that feeling? Because that was your first time, right? In a space like that, and the focus is on you. How did you feel?
It was a dream come true. I also feel like it's destiny. That day had to happen. All the doors, like, for me, beating Davido, Diamond, that was like, I do believe that God has a purpose in my life, and music is like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Your fans, I'm sure, will agree.
Yeah, of course.
And
worldwide, and boys by,
And like, you've got a very distinctive name as well, which I know is inspired by Martin Luther King.
Wow.
Why? Good. Wow. I did my research, my girl.
Oh, bravo. I loved it.
Thank you. So why is your name inspired by Martin Luther King?
I was born on the same day as Dr. Martin Luther King. And everything that he used to advocate for, I really feel as if that's the same thing. I share the same sentiments, It was this big all on the same day. Like, for me, I was like, nah. Martin Luther King, such a big king. Then I put the 9 and the 8 because I was born in 98.
King 98. What are some of the values? Because you said a lot of what he stood for is what you stood for. What are some of those values?
Stand for peace. Education, like good education. Obviously, like, I don't make music and stuff, but like, I would advise all of the kids there to stay in school.
Stay in school, kids.
And just having love. Especially when people do you wrong, just have that forgiving heart. That's how we used to do his thing. Like, he'd be so forgiving if people do a lot of bad stuff to him, but like, he would be so forgiving. So I think that's one of the things I really look at.
I love the global distance. Well, not global. Let me just say, like, the continental difference and the generational difference between yourself and Martin Luther King, right? Regardless of how long ago he was around, of course, he's still very, very relevant now. And you're a different generation. You're from a different continent altogether, and he inspires you. How does that inspiration, those morals, those values then translate into the music you make?
I think with the music, it's just, how would I put it? I'm much more, I think with the music, I'm very, like, experimental. Obviously, I'm a very jovial person. But I think as a person, like, just me as an individual besides the music, I'm a very grounded person. I believe in discipline. I believe in hard work, and I believe in integrity. So those are the things that I just carry to the music. It could be a song about me, a party, but like, Ngoni, like, government name. Like, I'm a very, like, principled person.
So if you're very disciplined, that means that if we were to have a show and you also have, like, lots of deadlines or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to come, let's go kick it somewhere, stay awake till like 6, 7 in the morning. Are you like, no, Nyasha, I'm focused. I ain't doing that.
I'm focused. Especially this stage of my life, I'm really focused. Because we're about to bring it home, about to take it home. So I really feel as if in the next couple of years, they should watch the space.
Watch the space, indeed. Okay. Especially, you've, like, mentioned how you experiment a lot. When I watch your videos and I listen to your music, one day you're making a song with Holy Tin, the next moment you're making one with Diamond Platinum,
the next day with Lady Do in South Africa.
It's all like a variety. And, like, for example, like, of course we know that Diamond Platinums, for example, like, he loves his dance moves and all of this stuff, and your video is pretty much all of that. So how is it having all those different international collaborations? How did they come about? And who are some of those people that, I know I've mentioned some of those people, but who are some of the great people that you've worked with who are not Zimbabwean?
Well, not Zimbabwean. I've worked with, let's start with SA, that's the scene. Lady Do, Robot Boy. They will take you to East Africa, Ray Valley, Diamond Platinum, Siam Lunya. And we'll take it to West Africa. Zlatan Mbile, my brother. Baddest. OBO.
Wow. How did you get... Okay, before... Let me not ask it in that way. A lot of those international collaborations, you had them on your first album, right?
Yeah.
That's like starting off literally on whole different levels. Yeah. How did all of that come about? And how did you feel when it was like a yes, man, come through, let's make the music?
It was like a deep cut because the previous year, like I was in school, like I was actually in high school in Kumtumbanda, so that's like outskirts and Sim. So like I was in the school where we had no like phones, upstate and internet and stuff. And then the next year I'm like in the big league with the big boys. And I want to say Genius Chinimbi, he's the one who really plugged us in with David.
Really?
Yeah, may so rest in peace.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's big start off for Genius and then since they like Bob David, a bit David, you know. So the changes kept on. So it just happened.
What was some of the inspirational things or I don't know, values or ways that they do things that you took? Like, all right, cool. I've seen this heavyweight, do this. I've seen him, he does this, I'm gonna take that and implement it into who I am as an artist.
Yeah. They have a essence of, I'll say, brotherhood of just one union.
Yeah.
When we move, we're one.
Yeah.
So if I go to Nigeria, like straight from the airport, David's house, because we're one.
Yeah.
If I go to Tanzania, David's house, because we're one. So even we can go there, okay, what you need help in? I think you should do this. So it's like they're mentors. And that's told me even back home in Zim. Whenever I have a performance with someone, I bring a lot of up-and-coming acts on my sets, you know, just building this whole bond of just unity, because Africa's one.
Yeah.
You know, we're not divided, like we're actually one.
Yeah.
But
and the question I have been asking myself every time, ever since I started listening to this guy's music. And I was like, wait, he's Zimbabwean. What is Oviegbe?
Oviegbe. So I was in a session with Scrooge Beats. Shout out to Scrooge. And we were recording. So I'm really good with melodies. Melodies. Bad. Oviegbe. Boy, you're bad. Ever since then, he just stuck like, wow, that's a nice name. And I feel like with African heavyweights, they all have a nickname or have an alter ego. It's like Wizkid, Machala, Burner, ODG, David, OBO, King 98, Oviegbe.
Okay, I see. You know, you had me so confused the first time. I remember, like, I was listening to your music, and then I heard that at the beginning. I was like, wait. I know it was a Zimbabwean artist at that time. Yeah. And then the more I like listened to your music, of course I realized you're Zimbabwean. Yeah. So I was like, wait, is that a Nigerian thing? Not gonna lie, I looked it up. Like back in the day, like I looked it up because I was like thinking it's like a Nigerian word or something like that. But it's stuck.
It does. It does. Now everybody go big, and I love it.
Yeah.
And that was the only missing thing. Because obviously it's 98, but like the Oviegbe cements it. It's an alter ego. Yeah. So when I get a character, like it's crazy.
Okay, what's the difference between Oviegbe and Ngoni Zaishi?
Ngoni is calm, Ngoni is principled, Ngoni is a family man.
Yeah.
But Oviegbe is superstar, rockstar. Like he's actually meant for it. And I really feel as if I'm grateful to God and also my family that like I've traveled like majority part of the continent. And I see with these guys when they go, like when they do their thing, like they literally like, I wouldn't say gods per se, but like it's so they're so huge.
Yeah.
And you only have to be there to feel it. Like this is not a kids game. This is real life. Everywhere you go, we have 30, 50 people, you like it only shows like you're a superstar. So that's what I'm aiming for. Because I've seen it. I felt it. And like once I felt it, I need to have it, so I'm chasing.
I see. Friend, I've been in certain situations, be it backstage or at a show, when Davido needs to walk through the whole space moves.
You feel it.
Do you know what I mean?
Like that's superstar energy. I can't just move around and just, if you're a superstar and I'm African, I have to show up. Really have to show up.
And you're Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proudly Zimbabwean.
Proudly Zimbabwean. I think for me as well, as a Zimbabwean who moved to the UK when I was 12, I would never forget some people being like, oh, let's listen to some Zimbabwean music. It's like back in the day. And people used to ask this just to mock us.
Oh.
Like for real. Like, and then some people would play that song. What is that song? Don't blame people for disappointing you. And it was a way of like firstly mocking Zim music and just saying, you guys ain't got what we have. You know what I mean? Oh, we have Afrobeats, we have this. You guys don't have the talent. You don't have the people who are like global and international, but of course, you and a bunch of people within your industry as well from Zimbabwe, you guys are changing that completely. And how does it feel to be a young Zimbabwean musician growing in like age and also in your talent at this stage where Zim music is greater than ever and is growing globally? You guys are making sounds. You guys are making waves everywhere.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll say I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like I reminisce the days when I was at school and I would perform like in the like variety shows. I really think it's just the bliss the day that this state is at the time. I'm not really where I want to be, but obviously like I'm Subway, but like I just have to keep on going. So
it's a journey, isn't it?
It is. And also it's like it's an emotional draining journey, I would say.
Wow, tell me about that.
Glitz in the glam, but they don't see the disappointment and all the setbacks that happen. So it's a blessing. So you ask me that question, I'm like, wow, like this is like I can't believe that this is me.
Yeah,
like a 50-year-old girl is so happy to say like, wow, yeah, actually like on the brink of representing your country, just going global. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
If I had tissue, I'll shed a tear, but I'll say.
You're welcome to. We can get one.
Yeah.
But you did say something that I want to hear a little bit more about. The emotional draining, the disappointment, how you've dealt with that is actually one of the things I wanted to ask you about. Like, there's a lot of wins in what you guys do, but I know sometimes they can be
a lot of losses.
Yeah,
a lot of losses. You have to be dealt with that. I'm a very human being. I don't give up. In fact, a funny story, when I first wrote my O-levels, I actually failed. So my dad made me repeat it Riverton Academy. So this is like a strict school, like proper. We walk in the file every day, like you're not even playing. Yeah, like proper. So when I was in school, I was studying so hard that I actually became a most hardworking student. Like in the whole like stream and stuff. So ever since I clocked that, like if I'm able to work hard when it comes to like school, what more is music? So I'm a workaholic. I'm a workaholic. I just when I go in, in the upside if he's out there. Like when I go in, I really mean going. So I think with the disappointments, I expect certain things to happen and they don't happen. But I just have to cleanly give back up and just keep moving.
Yeah. So where does the balance come in? Because when it comes to hardworking individuals, myself being one of them, I've noticed, that sometimes we don't know when to switch off.
Yeah,
so where does the balance come in? And if you don't do that, do you have people around you who kind of are like, yo, bro, like,
No, of course, I have a great team. Great team. My mom, my sister, they also be like, what do they think is going to happen? They will happen. Just have to be patient, So I think I will also, they comfort me. But I can't switch off. Sometimes I'm sleeping. I was watching Berta's show for the African Giant anniversary. So I'm actually studying since like maybe at 2 a.m. watching. Why am I on stage right now? I need to be doing something. So that's how I always feel.
Yeah. So when you're watching others as well, you're like learning and taking notes.
I learn a lot. Yeah. And also the fact that I've also been on stage with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like, it's a real moment. So whenever I'm like, I need to constantly work out. So at least I get to this level.
So that you will be ready when the time is like
ready. Like we're not missing about. Also, I need to like get a bag for my mama. To get that big bag. You know what I'm saying?
Mama deserves that. Yeah. She certainly does. And I love the fact that you've spoken about your family because that's one of the things I was going to ask you about. You are a twin. And your twin is a girl.
Yeah.
And of course, I've heard you sing about your father, and you've spoken about your father. Who unfortunately has passed away. Give me a little bit of an idea of what your childhood was like and your family relationships and how they've played such a pivotal role in who you are now.
So I was born in Marunda and then I stayed in Arad for a bit. Then I moved to the UK.
Hey.
So I spent about like 5 years in the UK.
All right,
I stayed in, I remember it was London and then we moved to Middlesbrough.
Okay.
Then we came back to Zim in 2007. So that's my upbringing. High school, I went to Watershed College, Ripton Academy, and Standard Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, then, everywhere.
Yeah.
What was your time in the UK like? I know you were quite young, but do you remember it?
I absolutely loved it. I think a lot of the things that I have right now, I came from the UK.
Tell me what those are. That's so interesting to hear.
I think just being... how would I put it? I'm not to compare, but it's like in the UK, things like music, football, things that are not that less academic, you're allowed to be like pursue them.
Yeah.
But back home, if you want to play football, if you want to make music, I guess you kind of need to fight your way to actually do those things. So I think that's what I really learned from the UK. Like they gave me a character personality, you know. And even the last time I went there, it feels like home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like home. I feel like home. Feels like home.
So you want to be coming more and doing more in the UK?
To sell out the O2. That's the dream and the end goal.
Hey.
Maybe 3 times in a row. Back to back to back to back to back.
I love people who have big dreams, you know, because I was saying to you earlier, when you told me that's one of the things that you want to do, I've met quite a lot of people who are distinguished in whatever it is that they do, right? And a common trait that I have seen amongst the most ambitious people in the world is you guys have big goals. Even though right now you may be in a space where
it doesn't look like it.
You have these big goals. And of course, life isn't just rosy. You will get challenges, ups and downs and stuff. Why is it important as an individual to have goals? Even especially the ones that look like, that is such a far away one. It's so hard to achieve.
I'll say I'm a firm believer in Christ and God. And we're allowed to dream. We're allowed to dream. We're allowed to dream. So at the sense of just saying, I'm allowed to dream and I'm allowed to dream as big as I want. And I don't really care about what the whole world is saying. Go for it. You're allowed to go for it. You should go for it. Because you're not here for a long time. So that's what I just believe in. We're all allowed to dream. And it might sound very cliche, but I've seen with a lot of people, they struggle to really pursue their goals because of like what people might say, what's going on in their lives. But you're allowed to dream. You're allowed to dream and just go pursue your dreams.
Yeah.
I've been doing it since I was 13. So
you've been
pushing it since I was 13.
Yeah.
So I look at myself now, I'm like, why should I stop now?
That's
for
true.
Who and for what?
And how old are you now?
27.
27. Yo. So picking up from what you've just said, the big dreams, etc. I've heard you say that success is for the anointed. What does that mean?
I strongly believe that God has his people that he knows. If I was to give this person all of the talents, all of the baby bits of money, anything that's big, this person can handle it. Wow. Some people can't handle that.
Okay.
I'll say maybe at 27, a lot of people back home, they look at me like, oh, you've done everything. I haven't done everything. So I kind of feel as if some people, maybe if they were in my position, they would have abused it, that maybe different things. So I really feel as if God has his people. Like what I'm saying, destiny. He knows this person, if I give this person everything, they're going to do it right. So for me, I feel as if I'm part of it.
Okay.
I'm part of it. And we all are.
Yeah.
We all are. So that you just need to figure out. We all are. But you just need to figure it out.
So we are all anointed.
We are, but it's just that some people don't figure it out. Life nowadays, a lot of distractions, people don't focus. But if you really want something, you need to focus and stop yourself off maybe having fun, off like bad company. So you kind of need to just get your house in order. That's what mom says.
Get your house
in order. If your house is in order, of course you're going to be successful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. They're very valuable. And in terms of what you just mentioned, your relationship with God, you said you're a Christian. How do you navigate that with being in the music industry?
I'll say the biggest blessing that I've had was that my dad was heavily involved in my music. When I would travel, we'll travel together.
Oh, wow.
When it came for shows, we'd go for shows together. So he'd always tell me that, okay, we know you're in a very, I would say dark industry, but a lot of things happen at times.
Yeah.
But he was there to just tell me, okay, but we're not here to play. If anyone else is playing, you're not going to play. So when he passed away, I just took the same approach. So I look at it like a blueprint. What did the old man do? This. If he was here, what would he want me to do? So I always have him around and just, sometimes try to speak to him and just say, okay, what am I supposed to do here?
Yeah.
So he had certain things that he would say, okay, I want you to do A, B, C, D, and I just move it until now.
Yeah.
So it's easy to navigate.
Wow.
It's just discipline.
And for me, as a human being and as a woman, it's so important. I see that it's so important for a man to have a real relationship with his father.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Of course, you've mentioned about your relationship with God, which I think is integral and is admirable, especially as an artist when you speak, openly about it. Because sometimes some people don't necessarily share their faith. But for you, as I was saying, like, as a woman, I think it's so important for men to have good relationships with their father. How did your relationship with your dad impact you? Why was it so important for you to have that? Because some people don't have that. And especially sometimes,
don't have that.
Yeah.
What's funny is that when I was in school, we weren't really close because I used to get like bad grades. Because I used to be writing my raps, maybe fish or short, I used to writing my raps.
Yeah.
But when he accepted my music, like he was the one now nagging me. Where's the song? I want the song done by tomorrow.
Wow.
What do you want to do this? So with this group, he was such a driven person that even when it came to like business, when it came to whatever he was doing, he just told me like, I want you to have discipline. I want you to know where you're going. And I want you to be responsible for the decisions that you make in your life.
Jeez.
So once he said that, even like those words, they just linger in my head. Like, okay, any decision you do can have an impact on your life.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes like maybe a lot of people they just do it to themselves. Like we all need a form of discipline.
Yeah. And so, how did you feel when your father passed away? How did you deal with that?
It was hard. But I would say musically, I've improved. Stage plays, I've improved. But I feel as if his spirit is not dead. Like he's alive and he's working.
Yeah.
He's really, really working. And now I'm much more on some. Okay, he's not dead, and finish off the job. So it's personal. It's personal. It's really, really personal. Like like he's not dead, I'm going to finish off the job. Like, and I have to. If I don't, I will.
You will. You will.
That's why I was looking at it. Like if somebody's to pass away, they're on the other side, but they're on the other side to guide you. They're on the other side to actually guide you. So him leaving me, it was painful, but yet literally just like that everything in his capacity to make sure that, okay, my son is here. So I just have to fight.
Yeah. And in terms of like, you said it's personal now, how you're moving your music forward and further. You've also spoken, of course, about how you're proudly Zim, like you said at the beginning, and incorporating Bira into your music. Let's talk about that. Why?
We have a unique sound that the whole world is just waiting for. The whole team we just splurge out there, just become global superstars.
Yeah,
Zimbabwe is very, very special. Special.
Yeah.
It's a very special country. I've only trying to figure it out. The last couple of years, I used to have a love-hate relationship with the country. Because, I still sort of British light, all of that. But really, you only get to love home because there's no place like home.
There isn't.
Yeah. And I know the fact that my dad's like, Chivu in Zimbabwe for me, that's home.
Yeah.
So I'm really gunning for great things and just represent the country.
Yeah. But I also realized I did one of those things where I probably assume everyone knows, right? Sombira is a traditional Zimbabwean instrument. Yeah. Can you play it?
Yeah.
Or you get your people
I'm getting better.
Yeah, you're getting better. And you said for you, it's important for us to really be making our music and making it go worldwide. Why? I know this might seem like a very simple question, like, an obvious question, but why is it important for Zimbabwean music, for you as a Zimbabwean artist, to go global?
Why? Personally for me, I have a whole generation that's like coming, like after 98, they're going to come maybe future 98s and stuff. So those are the ones I really look at, like, okay, if I look at all these kids back, what do I need to do? I need to do it properly.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we have, prominent artists, the likes of Mickey D, Jabris. I really feel as if like they've submitted things, but the likes of King 98, Tammy Moyo, Takura, Nati O, Shasho, we have to take it outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are really like, they built a foundation. Now for us, we just have to take it up.
Yeah.
And, that's where the whole world is. I can't, all the time it's Ashage filling up O2, Davey filling up O2, Berta filling up O2. Why not us? Because literally for us in Zimbabwe is like, we're literally everywhere.
Yeah.
And half of the crowd that attends those shows, they're Zimbabweans.
Bruh.
So why can't we just have one of us stay? If it's not me, then the next person. That's what I really feel.
Yeah.
Let's play with the whole world. I call it the Champions League.
Okay.
Like, we need to bring in the Champions League.
Yeah.
We have to qualify in the Champions League because we're amongst champions and we are champions.
And you have a song called Champions League. Is that the inspiration behind the song?
It is.
Okay.
To my haters, they like. I was sort of like, yo, whatever you say, just say. But I'm in the Champions League. I'm in there. You don't have to tell me I'm in there. I'm in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are performing at the O2.
Lovely.
In the future, you get to choose some people who are going to perform with you. All Zimbabwean artists. Who are the top three?
Top three.
Top three, Chieti. I'm not going to give you
Top three.
everybody. What are your top 3?
Top 3.
Yeah.
I would say Sharpraiser, Winky D, and third one.
Yeah.
I left the Galaxy, you know. Can I put 4?
Okay, because I'm a nice person. I was like,
I'll put Tammy Moyo and Shasho.
Yeah.
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 Have the Galaxy, you know.
Yeah.
Because they push.
They do push.
Really.
They do push. And you have a song with Shasho.
Yeah.
Which is one of the songs I actually love.
Life-changing song.
Yeah. Tell me about that. How that came about and how it changed your life.
So I was shooting a music video with Nati Better Days. And when I was on set, Shasho called me and said, "Oh, Kig, I'm actually about to go to the studio. Can you pull up?" So I said, "I'm shooting by video. I'm going to pull up to the studio." So when I got to the studio, the way they say that this song gets played, gets banging. I told engineers, so can I just go drop a few melodies?
Yeah.
Went there, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, song done. The time like we dropped the snippet, that's when I knew like the song is big. And then when the song dropped, it was amazing, life-changing. So even now when I have to fold the song back home, like it's, back home you just need that anthem whereby when you go on stage, you don't even have to sing it. Yeah, shout out to
Everybody just sings it. Yeah.
Special. It's like a dream come true.
Oh wow! And what's she like to work with?
Sorry.
What's Shasho like to work with?
Very easygoing, very disciplined human being. I'll say she's special.
Yeah.
The best is not yet to come, but like she's special. People should watch out.
Okay.
They should watch out for stages.
Okay. So when King 98 is filling out the O2, I mean, of course, we don't know when that will be, but right now we're saying if you could pick your top 4 artists that will be with you, you've got Sharpraiser, Winky D, Tammy Moyo, and Shasho. Okay, cool. Now, what is coming up next for you? What are you working on? Because I know there's going to be so many of your fans who are watching this and who want to be knowing where are we going, what are we doing?
Where we're going?
Yeah.
We're going to the top. But we have a few singles coming up. I have a lot of like tricks under my sleeve, so I can't really like say what I need to say.
Don't worry, it's okay.
But just maybe the next couple of months, a few singles.
Yeah.
And an album in August.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, okay. that boy about to go hard. August. My Afrobeats debut.
Afrobeats.
So obviously, I know what you said. Like, Kig has been doing hip hop. He's been doing piano. He's been doing. But I've just came to a decision saying, I make Afrobeats. Everything I do is Afrocentric.
Yeah.
The style of it, the music, the dressing, the lingo, it's just Afrobeats. And Oviegbe is Afrobeats.
Yeah, it is.
So August, my Afrobeats debut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that means that Nigeria is the inspiration as well, partly. What has it been like for you when you visited Nigeria?
I've never been to a place like that in my whole life. And especially when it comes to music and just being around the dawns of it. Words can't even describe how I feel about the country. It's beautiful. It's the energy that's there. No one sleeps. Even if we're recording a song, it's like maybe 30 of us in one room for one person's song.
Yup.
Yeah, let's go. Push, move. There's movement there.
Yeah.
So with West Africa, they have a brother, like what I said before.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to certain places whereby they don't really accept you. Or you're there, they see like, okay, he's a little cub. Let him move. Even with Davis, I remember we went to Zone 6 for a focus show. With 98, let's go. You're with me, sit. And I'm moving and I'm saying like, wow, I'm with a real life superhero, but he's treating me like, like I'm just a normal human being. So they have an essence of brotherhood. Yeah. And I urge my fellow African countries to have brotherhood. It really builds and helps and shapes things. It's not even about talent or whatever, but if you move as brothers, trust me, you go far. So I have mad love for Nigeria. Mad. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, it's just crazy. I just really like crazy. I tell you, like, it's hectic. No one sleeps. Where do he used to enter? Bar.
The moment you step in that land, does it.
Especially for music, with the big boys, you see the cars, you see it and you feel it. Like, wow, like I would love to have this.
And what do you think the Zimbabwean music industry can learn from the Nigerian music industry?
We just need to be one. That's all I can say. We just need to be one. For us, I feel as if we have great talent, but sometimes when people work, there's a lot of friction that's just there. And sometimes what we're fighting for, it's not really like, I'm saying like it's how can I put this? I really feel as if we were to work together, things would move much quicker. You see, I'm a piano. They have a movement. So when Afro Nation is happening, they have a piano stage. But everyone is there.
They're there.
So for us, it's like we could have our own like Zim movement whereby we move as a couple of artists, but it's like a lot of people in the industry suffer about pride and ego. So people just swallow them and we just need to work as a unit.
Yeah.
It's just like we're playing a game of football. Just do it about warriors. Like we're warriors, like we're together. So
yeah.
I think that's the only thing I'll say. If people just work as a unit, a lot of things will change.
Yeah.
Just have that positivity, have that love between each other. Things will change. I've seen it in West Africa. That's what they have. Brotherhood, let's move together. Here they say, okay, what are we doing? They have it. It's not about who's shining. All of us must shine.
Yeah. I've been like on Amapiano stages and even Afro Nation that you're talking about on the piano stage. My gosh.
You see,
when one person is performing, and I'll actually talk about Amafest, the very first Amafest, right? I was working on a documentary about Amapiano. And we were interviewing some of the artists backstage and wanted to talk to Casper. Casper's team were like, hey, of course he would do it. And then he went and did his performance. And then that's when he was supposed to do the interview with us, right? After his performance. This guy was like, actually, wait, no. I'm going to go and watch Kamal perform. Everybody went.
It's culture.
You know what I mean?
Culture.
Whenever other people were performing as well, they were also on stage. But I remember hearing that and then being like, damn, you know, like the support that was there.
Love that stage.
On the stage, there's this energy. And then because there's this energy of like love, support, blah, blah, blah. And I think the person who was closing just the show after that was Jazik.
Oh.
And then I think that's palpable. People see that like all these big artists, Devon Gogo was there, Folka, Kamo, Casper, whoever else, I don't even know, them and their mom and everybody. And then in the crowd, mate, it was just like electric. I was supposed to be filming. My friend, sometimes I was like, you have a video, actually, this makes me laugh. You have a video on your social where you're actually dancing, right? And your camera guy is like, he can't even concentrate himself. Like, he's like dancing with you and the vibe is just there. Yeah. You see, do you know the video I'm talking about?
No, I do.
That video is exactly what it was like. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta be a serious human being right now because I was holding the camera, not doing the phone.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so I definitely see what you mean.
Yeah, that's what we just need because Zimbabwe everywhere. Everywhere, like literally everywhere. So I just feel as if it's all about ego, pride. Once we just swallow that, we're good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go. And one thing I do want to know about you is the influence of American music because you've spoken about African music, and you've spoken about Afro beats, etc. But of course, you still do rap and hip hop.
That's my first love.
So is there any inspiration from there?
I think fashion-wise.
Okay.
Blah.
Of course.
Back in high school, people used to call me ASAP because I love the ASAP Rocky so much.
Like Rocky?
Yeah, so okay. I think I only changed my name when I was like 17, but previously when they see me in school, ASAP. Yo, ASAP, where's the ASAP? How's the ASAP? Like everyone used to call me ASAP. So I feel as if rap gave me an attitude. Because it's about bravado, it's about your swag, it's about, you know, like who you are. But obviously, you know, that music, life changes, and you know, now I'm just more like Afro-beats guy.
Okay. Yeah. So controversial question. Is it possible to rap in a non-American accent?
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah? Because a lot of rappers, you guys go hard, but I can hear the American accent there. You know what I mean?
No, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard. For us Southern Africans, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because the influence for us is just straight America. It's just straight America. But I think,
It is. Okay. Because I've heard people talk about it, and I'm like, actually, this is the right person for me to ask this question.
But I also share the same sentiments. Even I would say I'm still in love with hip hop, but not as much as I was when I was younger. So even now, when I listen now, I'm listening and saying, but why does this sound a bit American? You know, like you need to sound a bit African. Yeah. I do that to myself a lot. That's why I stop rapping as much, and I'm much more melodic, easier on the bounce.
Wow.
I do, yeah.
Would you say that is also influenced by growing more and more as an artist and more in your identity as an African?
My identity and also approaching things from a business perspective. Okay. So my dad used to be like, hey, Ngoy, you're rapping, but I want you to sing. And I used to tell him like, nah, you don't know about the culture, you don't understand anything. But he always used to tell me to the point about like he's not there. Now I'm seeing.
Now you're seeing it.
You already understood. Okay, in terms of business, if I place you here, the Afro beats and stuff, you're gonna blossom and grow, but you can still be doing your music.
Yeah.
So that's how I just approached it from a very business perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have done some work with a really well-known and well-loved South African rap artist, Nasty C.
Then go shout out to him, man. The whole time, Iverson. Thank you. I traveled. In fact, my first tour to Italy was the Iverson tour. So you see, the time I came from school.
Yeah.
The next year, I went to Cape Town. I did Joburg. I did Pretoria. I did Vaal. I did Bloemfontein. And I was like tearing it every like show. And like the whole backstage, you look at me, it was like two shows. And I'll be killing it also like rap stuff. But now the piano with the Afro beats, and still with the rap, so it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'll wait before.
And you were part of the Iverson tour in Zimbabwe too, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How was it like? What's the difference from South Africa, performing in South Africa and performing in Zim?
I would say there's a difference, but obviously home just being home. It's just nice to see your mom in the crowd, to see your friends in the crowd, and everyone you grew up with. Like, that's so surreal.
Your mom is in the crowd sometimes?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You watching me like, what is this for?
Oh,
yeah.
Does she sing, does she rap back some of your songs to you?
When she's at home, she does. I need push up. She dances. I think your breakthrough will come from the West there with Roach and London and like, so we always have like a back and forth. Okay, wait, what song should I drop next? What should I do next? They're always on some, okay, we need things to really align.
I love that.
And for me, I wouldn't say I have yes men around me. They told me the truth. Harsh as it is, and I love it that way. Told me the truth, I love it.
I think that's very important.
You're building me. Mm-hmm. I'm not a person whereby I just do things off my head now. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking? Okay, we come to a conclusion and then you move.
Yeah.
Principles.
I love that. Definitely. And not having yes men around you does make a massive influence. That does make a massive
Especially
difference.
with a lot of artists, with how the industry is, you're bound to have them.
Yeah.
So for me, I just keep my family close to me.
Yeah.
Because they told me the truth. Even my sister, sometimes we fight. Why you say this about me? The next day I have to go see it. Act like nothing happened. I can't cut off my sister.
Yeah, she's your twin, in fact. So how close are you guys? And do you guys have like that twin
we do.
thing?
We actually do. In fact, I was like with Nyasha the other day, and I was like standing down there, and like we'll speak about Tyler. And then when I went on my phone, literally asked me the same question that Nyasha was asking me.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like legit.
Wow.
Yeah, like, she was asking me the same thing like Nyasha was asking me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's based in Zim?
Or based in Zim.
Okay. Nice. What, as a person who is not a twin and who's always wanted to be a twin, since I cannot be a twin anymore, hopefully I'll get my own twins. Yeah. What is so special about being a twin?
A twin, there's a connection that like only twins could feel. I'll say she's my best friend. Yeah. I'll say she's my anchor. She's the reason why I haven't stopped making music. Like what I was saying before, sometimes it's emotionally draining that sometimes you just want to stop because like, this is a lot, but she also that I'm going to need to keep going. So I think the role that my dad was playing, she took it.
She took that.
Ferocious by the thought like this. Let's move.
That's it.
Too sad, couple of days, cool, let's move. That's what she's like.
How are you guys similar and how are you different?
I'll say I would say she's perfect. I'm much more on the like, I get things wrong, then everyone has to consult me. And then I just go through a period where I'm kind of like sad, and everyone has to like, okay, what's wrong? But for her, it's like I'll say she's perfect.
She does it right.
Yeah. I like to say I have the perfect twin sister, but it's just the sister alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sisters are special.
Very special.
Me, I'm a sister. I would say you definitely are special. Now, this is a segment that I call Trending, and I ask my artists a couple of questions pertaining to your industry. Okay. So, of course, you're a Zim artist, right? I'm not going to call you a Zim hip-hop artist because you are multi-genre. Let's talk about that. But, of course, you've got knowledge about Zim hip-hop, right? And, of course, people have acknowledged that Zim hip-hop is growing. However, some people say it's lacking the mainstream success. Yeah. For example, in comparison to what we spoke about, Nigerian Afrobeats or just Afrobeats in general, what do you think Zim music needs in order for it to gain that mainstream success?
I think we need to try and tap into different markets, especially in South Africa. There's a huge like hip hop following here. So it only makes sense if you're a buzzing Zim hip hop artist to just try to come down here and do a collaboration with artists from here. That's the quickest way the thing's gonna go very, very, very quick. So a lot of Zim hip hop artists are they shy away, or let me just say Zimbabwean artists, they shy away from doing like collaborations. But I think collaborating is a very, very powerful way of you stepping into the next door. Yeah.
Okay, and let's talk labels. Yeah. A lot of stars sign with major labels and it gives them a lot of access. And then some people also stay independent and still gain lots of success. But if others maybe sign with labels, they may talk about losing their identity one way or the other. Do you think it's better for an artist to stay more independent or to maybe go the label route? Yeah.
I'd love to say it all goes down to the artist. It all goes down to the artist.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say record labels are bad. I wouldn't say being independent is bad. It just all depends on the artist, like what you try to do, what are your goals? Like what you say before, what are your goals? So I would say it all comes down to the artist.
Yeah.
Because for me, if I had a label that decided me it's making sense, why not?
No.
But still, I can still be independent. So it just depends on like how things are maybe in your current stage of your life.
Yeah.
I'll say it says that's a very tricky question.
It is.
It is.
I wasn't trying to trick you.
Because even for me, I hear a lot of stuff about labels. This was like, how do I know? Once I'm in it, then we speak. You never know. Change your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it all goes up to the artist in your plan.
Yeah. And the agreement as well.
No, of course,
that they bring to the table, etc. And there are a lot more labels within the last few years who are investing heavily in African artists, which I think is like super.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's great, right? What's one American artist that you would love to work with?
My mom's always saying this to me. I'm going to see you working with Chris Brown. So even now my dance moves and like now I can probably sing on stage because I thought I was a rapper, so I was like on some nine. But now, even you see the girls, like drop like
they're falling over.
Yeah, I'll say be a CB.
Yeah,
CB. I see it happening. Obviously, with the rapport he has with David already, that's what doing. Yeah, so I would love to be a CB.
Big goals.
Yeah,
the big goals.
Big G.
I love that. All right, so Pass the Mic is a section within the podcast where one guest leaves a question for another guest.
Oh.
I'm going to ask you a question that was left by DJ Kozi. Nice and simple. After this interview, what are you doing?
Studio. The GDB's at 5.
We work hard.
Colossal. It's gonna be that, but even before I go in this like premeditated murder, I approach him like a game. In fact, besides making music, I would have been a footballer.
Seriously?
I used to ball. So I think that's the approach I take. I take things like, okay, it's a studio session. I'm going in there. I need to make it hit. I'm not the type of artist that I'm gonna go and explore. Why am I exploring? I ain't got no time. Once I go in there,
that's it. Killing the beats.
Drive.
Okay. You said, what's the thing that you said? Once you go in there, you're committing murder. Yeah. I love that. Like, you're killing the beats.
We call it like Kimbo. Straight like this. Once you get in there, I'm not going to waste your time saying, today I'm feeling like this. No. Out from home, I have an obligation to fulfill. Once I get in that studio, I'm tearing it up. I'm not playing. It.
Okay, so studio it is.
It is.
All right. Well, DJ Kozi, there's your answer. And then you get to leave a question for another guest.
Another guest. Another guest. Unofficially. I'll say being a bit more intimate. When's your birthday?
When's your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we add to that what you'd be doing for your birthday?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are you doing for your birthday?
What did you do for your last birthday?
Studio.
Yo.
We had like a Airbnb, like at a camp.
Oh, okay. Oh, what, like a writing camp?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I usually like spend a lot of time just wanting to record and just find my sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your birthday's in January. So January 2026, what are you doing for your birthday?
Hopefully we'll be like in LA, palm trees, chilling with my dog CB, YG. Hopefully I'll be in LA with some palm trees, chilling, maybe Bentley Hills or Calabasas.
Yeah. Calabasas? Yeah. Oh, yo, with them rolling hills. Okay, you know when that happens? When you're chilling with Chris Brown in LA, remember this? Holler at me.
This kid's gonna be there.
Yes. You know what I mean?
She's going to be the whole time.
There we go. And then you know what? We're going to be like, Nyasha, we need to, remind these people of when I said this was going to happen.
Because
and post it.
Sons and daughters of the soil. Rise of Zimbabwe.
That is an amazing point for me to wrap up the conversation. I wish I could continue talking to you, but I just love your drive, your love for the culture, for Zim, and then for Africa as a whole. With all the people that you've worked with, man, King 98's, all we got to do is just keep watching. Keep watching, right?
Most definitely.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you.
But before we go, I know a lot of your fans are going to be watching, but other people as well want to be new fans. So just talk to them, tell them where they can find you.
Okay. What up, my beautiful people? It's your boy here, the one and only non-city Oviegbe. My Instagram handle is King98Official. My Facebook handle, it's Official King98. And my X Twitter handle, it's Official King98.
Perfect. Official King98.
Oh, official. Salute the whole time. Rise up, Africa. Rise up, Zimbabwe.
My dreams up. I know you've heard it here. Like the king himself has said, rise up, Zimbabwe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And guys, thank you for watching and listening to this incredible interview with King98. Make sure that you watch, you subscribe, you share, and do all that good stuff with Nyasha Michelle on all social platforms. Until next time, bye.